Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to the live taping of the Ed Sullivan Show in honor of Highland Impact Puppets' 20th anniversary. My name is Michaela. Mr. Gullivan will be along in just a minute. A few instructions before we begin. First, cell phones off, please. Second, be enthusiastic. And most importantly, when you see the applause sign, clap loudly. Let's give it a try, shall we? This is the famous Ed Sullivan, who is coming out on stage in just a moment. Let's try that again, with more gusto. Much better. I think Mr. Sullivan is ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the Highland Impact Puppet Theater, the Ed Sullivan Show. And now, here is your host, Ed Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm your host, Ed Sullivan. Tonight, we have a really big shoe for you. I said, tonight we have a really big shoe for you. As I was saying, tonight we have a really big shoe for you. A really big shoe. Let's give it up for the shoe. Now, we have a very special treat, ladies and gentlemen. With us, we have two of the first puppeteers of Highland Impact Puppets. Give it up for Melissa and Joshua.
Hey, just a minute, Nettie. I thought Kermit the Frog and my cousin Topo were the first puppets to appear on your show. You know, we're famous too. And I came all the way from Italy to visit you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ratso, Topo Gigio's cousin. Ratso, why are you here?
Topo is in Italy and I'm here at his place.
I know Topo Gigio is in Italy, which is why we don't have him on our show. I am afraid today is not about you.
Oh, Neddy, I thought you loved Topo and me. You always kiss a Topo goodnight when he come on your show.
Ratso, don't worry. You, Topo, Kermit are all welcome on my show in the future. However, today we are showcasing the Highland Impact Puppets and our special guests, Melissa and Joshua. Let's try this again and put our hands together to welcome them to our stage.
Thank you, Mr. Gullivan.
No, Melissa, please don't call me Mr. Gullivan. Call me Ned.
Okay, thank you, Ned.
Tell me, how did Highland Impact Puppets come about?
Well, Ned, back on March 29th, 2003, this church held a spaghetti supper and a talents and treasures show. My puppeteer, Melissa, invited her brother, Josh, and some friends to help perform the song G-O-D is L-O-V-E with puppets and signs. We followed up with another puppet song on Mother's Day. With the encouragement of the pastors, a puppet troupe was formed in the fall, and her mom, Kim, started creating puppets like us and our friends, Megan and Billy Graham. In 2005, we came up with an official name of Highland Impact Puppeteers, which was eventually shortened to Highland Impact Puppets, or HIP.
And Kim made all the puppets?
In total, she made 12 people puppets for HIP, plus the talking flowers and the musical note puppets, along with supplying or sewing a lot of costumes and curtains.
Everyone, let's give a big round of applause for Kim.
And Ned, don't forget our director, Bev. Without her guidance, we wouldn't know what to do.
I understand that she has her own special chair.
Oh, yes. She has her own director's chair. But she doesn't spend much time in it, as she's always running around, making sure we have everything we need to perform our very best.
Bev, where is she? Ah, there she is. I think we need to give a big hand for Bev. Tell me, Joshua, how do you stay so young and fresh looking? It looks like you haven't aged in 20 years.
Well, that's naps.
Naps?
Yes. We make hibernating bears look like amateurs. We get a lot of shut-eye when we're not exercising the puppeteers or performing.
Speaking of those hipster friends of yours, how many have you been able to train?
Oh, I think it's at least 40. We give them a good upper body workout.
I can imagine. How many performances has HIP done over 20 years?
Well, our director recently calculated that we've done 154 live presentations for worship services, children ministries, and special events. We were surprised to learn that HIP has 227 songs in its repertoire.
And we've acted out 167 different skits to a wide range of audiences.
Joshua, do you have a favorite song?
Well, I've always been fond of the Go Fish song, Joy to the World, that Melissa, Billy G, and I did a cover of.
Thank you so much, Melissa and Joshua.
Thank you, Ned.
And since we're on a trip down memory lane, let's take a couple of minutes to watch some HIP story highlights from the last 20 years.
What's in your hand? What's in your hand? To give him the glory. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? To tell your story. What can you give him to you? What are you going to do? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? What you got to use? Moses offered up a staff he used to part the sea. But when he struck the desert rock, water poured out so freely. Your hand may hold an instrument that you can play and sing, a song of worship and praise to glorify the King of Kings. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? To give him the glory. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Tell your story. What can you give him to use? What are you going to do? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? What you got to use? In your hand may rest a pen you can use to write words of great encouragement to bring a friend to God's light. You may hold a piece of bread, a cup of water too, offered to someone in need. God's when nothing is found there. We can lift them to the Lord. He'll answer every prayer. You may think my gift's too small. It doesn't matter the size. When God looks at your open hand, your gift He's gonna multiply. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? The kids when they come in. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Tell your story. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? The kids when they come in. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Tell your story.
Our next guest comes from the 10th anniversary of HIP, and he is one who really knows how to make a big impact. Put your hands together and give a really big welcome for Rexplosion. Tell me, Rex, it's been 10 years, almost to the day, when you were going to be shot out of a cannon, but that didn't happen. What went wrong?
Well, Ned, I got stuck. I guess I had one of too many donuts from the place next door. I got stuck in a cannon, and for safety reasons, the fuse was not lit.
That's awful. Well, what have you been doing for the last 10 years?
I've been planning, Ned. Lots of planning and practicing to correct what went wrong. And now I, on this very show, Rexplosion, am going to finally be fired out of that cannon.
Whoa, Rex, that's ambitious of you. But I don't see a cannon anywhere.
Oh, it's not in here. It's outside the studio, Ned. It's in the parking lot.
That makes perfect sense, Rex. Okay, off you go, and we'll see you outside. Please don't try this at home. Rex is a trained professional stunt puppet. I don't think I can bear to watch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off.
Rex, are you alright?
That was awesome! What an impact! That was the highlight of my stunt career. And Pastor Scott, sorry for putting you in the Scott light, but don't worry about the holes that I made. I'll get to work right after the show to get them all fixed up for you.
You know, Rex, you don't have to be shot out of a cannon to make a big impact.
I don't?
No, you don't. All you have to do to make an impact is to show Jesus' love to everyone around you. That's how you can make a bigger impact. After all, that's what Highland Impact Puppets is all about.
You mean I don't have to get shot out of a cannon?
Nope.
Well, it was still awesome. And Ned, do you know what else has positively exploded for HIP?
No, Rex. What?
Our online video stats. When we first started posting online to Vimeo, it was about 2010, but those didn't really go anywhere. Then in about 2014, we started uploading to YouTube. That first year, we only had 4 subscribers, but now we have over 400 from all over the world. The USA, the UK, Spain and Africa, and of course, right here in Canada. Our presence has positively exploded for Jesus. And just like Jesus' love, it's all free. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and like our YouTube channel.
Thank you, Rex. That's very explosive news indeed.
Our online presence is due in a large part to the amazing talents of our in-house videographer and editor, John. Especially during the pandemic, John took us on a field trip to his house and set up a studio and was able to keep Hip active. He's produced 24 exclusive videos for Hip and has edited every video for us since 2014.
Let's give a big hand for John. And now for our final act of the evening, right here on our stage, the moment you've all been waiting for. Hip, along with their special mascot, Hippo, take the stage with a song. Let's give a really big hand for Highland Impact Puppets. Hip, hip, hooray!
Up so high on the very top, he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. And in between, he had loads of fun. He made a hippo who weighs a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, he made us. Creation sings of his praise, the sparrow and the tiny babe. And we can sing and say, well done, but some things he just made for fun. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, he made us. In the beginning, God made the sea and the forest filled with trees. He made the mountains up so high, on the very top he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In between, he had loads of fun. He made a hippo who weighs a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, he made us. Will everybody sing? Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, he made us.
Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. And a big thanks to the Highland Impact Puppets. They've had a great 20 years, and we're looking forward to many more to come.